Macedonia 150 and this time it's video sponsored TRexSpaceStation again, and this is another 5 community questions asked. So question 1, the last game you bought, and it was this one. Hatsune Miku Project Mirai DX. This game took me over 2 years to find a copy of. I don't know why, for some reason in Europe this game is incredibly rare. Or maybe it's just rare in the UK, I don't know, but it might have guessed it's a music game, as you can see there. And you've got 2 different like modes in it. It's like a touchscreen mode and like a button mode, and both separate score tables and difficulty settings. It's a bit easier than the other games, but that's probably why I like it, because I actually own some of the other games in the series. Amusingly enough, this is one series that every game I've got's on a different platform. I mean, I've got the first one, which is a Korean copy called Project Diva on PSP, and I've got Project Diva F2 on the PS3, which is the US copy, because it was never sold in Europe in physical. And Project Diva F2 on the Vita, which was sold in Europe, surprisingly enough, on physical. And then this one. And this, of course, this one plays entirely different than the Project Diva games. You see, it's got a very cutesy art style. It does have that weird problem that the other ones of the series have, where the subtitles aren't technically in English. All the songs are obviously in Japanese, because obvious reasons. But what I mean by the songs aren't in English is that, yeah, they've got subtitles. Though good luck actually reading when you're playing the game, because it'll be very hard. There's a replay mode where you can watch the videos without the background, without the text, if you do well enough, so there's that. But they don't have the actual English subtitles. They're actually what the Japanese subtitles would be if there was translating. So you've got things like Owa, Zawe, and stuff like that written on. Not what it's actually saying in actual English. There seems to be a problem this series has, and some songs essentially likes on purpose in it as well, because the Japanese composer of the songs don't want English subtitles on for some reason. Yes, I know it's completely stupid, but anyway, it's a fun game if you can find a copy of it. It's also surprisingly long, lots of unlockables. Yeah, 48 complete songs. That's quite a lot. There's not so many as the Final Fantasy music games. They only go over 200. That one, the second one of that has on DS. That one's crazy. But yeah, decent music game. If you can find it, you can get used to the art style and the music. Oh, wait a second. Alright, so the next one, a game with lots of collectibles in it. I'm going to pick another game I picked up recently, and that's Toukiden 2. This is a Monster Hunter clone. Though I think it actually plays considerably better than Monster Hunter. This is the Vita version, obviously. And this one you have a big demon hand. It's like a grabber claw. You can grab things. You have to smack limbs off monsters, demons, and there's not much. Well, the main aim of the game is you run around, beat up a bunch of giant demons, and collect. And I call it collectibles game because there's like souls in the game you can pick up, and spirits, and they have different like stat abilities, and certain quests you get them for doing, other ones you just get them random drops for beating, well, big demons up. Yeah, the main aim of this game is to beat a bunch of giant demons up. It's got really good AI. The AI actually does help you out in this game. You don't actually need, the game's perfectly playable without other human players. The AI is actually really good in this game. So if you can't find anyone play it online with you, you can still get through the game even without it. If you do have a single player, I would recommend playing the single player story mode first though, because for some stupid reason when they designed this game, if you want to get higher level equipment, you have to actually progress so far through the single player mode. Playing the multiplayer missions doesn't count. And one difference with the single player mode is, yeah, you've got an open world map you can explore. While in multiplayer, it's just you just teleport into a room and just fight the demons straight away, which is like the original game. Yeah. Also, this is also on PS4. You can get this also on PS4 as well. And on PS4, it's, well, you can play with Vita users online. It's It's also getting a free-to-play version, I think on the 30th of May, I was told. That's the US day, I don't know the date for everywhere else. So yeah, a free-to-play version of this is going to exist, which is just going to be the multiplayer. It does have like energy time limit, so you can't play it forever without spending money on it, but it won't have a single-player mode. I'm assuming they've changed the unlock system for that mode, so you can exactly balance, so you can actually get the better equipment, otherwise it'd be a bit unfair. So yeah, if you really want, and that version works, you can play with users on the actual full this version as well. So if anyone wants to have a go at something, it's free eventually after a while this video. So yeah, there's that. Right, so question number 3, an RPG. You probably noticed this thing in the background, but yeah. Amusing enough, this is another game I got pretty much on the exact same day as that Miku game, and this is Yokai Watch 2 Bony Spirits. There's also one called Yokai Watch 2 Fleshy Souls. Yeah, it's like Pokemon. There's 2 different versions with slightly different, well, yokai, not monsters, the yokai, the ghosts. But yeah, what's this game about? As you can see there, it's an RPG, and you have this like wheel thing. You need to turn this wheel. So the strategy in this game is very different than Pokemon. You have no control over your monsters at all. They just automatically attack. And you have to spin a wheel around, and obviously the top 3 and bottom 3 are like not doing anything, and they're just like charging up slowly. But you have to put them in that thing, and they get attacked by status effects, and then you play mini games to get rid of it. Yeah, you need a touchscreen definitely to play this game. What do you do in this game? It's basically, well, it's very like Pokemon, but as I said, not like Pokemon. It's not like Earthbound crossed with Pokemon, if anything, because yeah, it's all set in like a modern day city, and you get to run around and do bicycle races, catch bugs, and there's lots of stuff you do. So basically, when it comes to the collectibles, I could easily pick this one as well, because there's an insane amount of collectibles in this game. There's like hundreds of different bugs and fish to fish and things, and there's over like there's over, how many is it? There's another that somewhere, isn't it? There's over 350 different playable monsters to collect in the game. There's online multiplayer in the game. There's online trading. If you want to trade monsters, you can't trade items. There's a lot of quests in this game. I mean, that's a lot. This game's actually quite funny as well. This is definitely what you call a comedy game. It's not a serious game. This is a very goofy game most of the time. I mean, there's some really strange things that go on in it. I mean, it knows it's strange. I mean, there's literally, I just happened to me the other day, a guy walked up to me, just gave me this box, and then my character tripped up, then suddenly I had to spend the like, next 5 minutes in this like weird cutscene, just walking around a doggy in someone's garden barking. It just ends, and you just teleport back to your bed, and it's like nothing happened. I don't know what that were about, but this is yeah, it's some really good game. This, if you are gonna get Yokai Watch 2. Just skip the first one. The first one's not a bad game, but this one improves everything on the original. Also, when it comes to content-wise, most of this game's content is actually after the main story, and you see the credits. It's all post-content, most of this game. I mean, I'm thinking that till before the actual game, you only get to fight like 12 big bosses, which are unplayable ones, uncatchable monsters. Though there's actually like around 50 in the game, so yeah, lots of the content in this game is locked out till you complete it. So this is one of these games. Oh, it took like 20 odd hours to beat the story. No, it takes you way longer than that because there's loads more, and most of the content is after the main game. So there's a clue for you if you want to play it. So yeah, that's Yokai Watch 2 Bony Spirits, or Yokai Watch 2 Fleshy Souls. I think it's one you want. Right, a game with water in it. This is another game I got exactly the same day as Yokai Watch 2, and that's Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. And this is also Navita, and you may guess it's Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3. Which is also the reason why I'm putting this on this list is Metal Gear Solid 2, most of it's set like an oil rig in it. There's an oil rig, so yeah, there's lots of water. I mean, the reason I got this game was, I'll stick it, is you're probably going to look weird, it's for the actual original Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 MSX versions are on this as well. They're not advertised on the front of the box, but they are. And another thing I noticed, it's something rare. It's got an instruction book. Yeah, look at that, full colour instruction book. Of course, it picks up Raiden's face, but you know, look how the instruction book's laid out. Yeah, weird, eh? You've seen an instruction book like that? What's instruction books out like that, are there? There's a poster in it. Why is it back Konami doing that with the instruction books? And I actually got this in Smith's Toys, and £10 is a really cheap price for it. I know it's used, but it's not, doesn't matter, so. What else can I say about this? It's Metal Gear Solid. I mean, I'm sure I've never been the biggest fan of the series, but I've always kind of been interested in the original two before the PlayStation ones. I know that's kind of weird, but that's me. But yeah. And yeah, this was the only actual Vita game the entire Smith's Toy Store had in the entire shop. It took them a while actually to find it behind the counter because they didn't know what they were looking for. Yeah, because that shop didn't get many Vita games. Right, so final question. Question number 5. A game collection. Right, this one's going to be... Here's one that I get out to you. See, it's got stickers all over it because it comes from game. This is one that most people don't even know exists. And this is Rayman Legends plus Rayman Origins on the Vita. Yeah, I mean, this is both complete games. There's no massive download pack. There's no massive download packs or anything for this thing, which is kind of insane. They managed to fit both of these games on a 4GB cartridge. They must have done a very good compression job because apparently the original Rayman Origins, when it got released in the Vita, had to have a download patch because they forgot to add some levels at a later date, but they're actually included in this version, I believe, already as well. So yeah, this is Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins, both games on one Vita cartridge, and I've been told this game is not a common Vita game. This game's not that easy to track down. I believe it's also only sold in Europe, this game, so American, I don't know, it probably doesn't have a US version. It hasn't, another one that has an instruction book. What's the point in it? I don't know. I mean, yeah, it tells you a lot, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. It just says the game control. Useless. One thing we'll say about this, if you're wanting to get it as a replacement Vita copy for the previous two and wanting one cartridge, it uses a separate save file system for both games, and it classes a different launch icon on the Vita itself. So I thought I'd mention that. The price got really cheap because getting them both games together actually costs more than that on the Vita as well. Really happy to get this one because I told you it was a really hard game to find, and it was just there. It wasn't the most expensive game had for the Vita used either. I mean, they had more common ones expensive because I'm using just like that Metal Gear Solid collection. So yeah, that's my 5 videos. That's what we're doing here. I don't know. That's 5 videos, and that's 5 games you might not know existed, or maybe you did know exist. 5 questions. Well, anyway, thank you for watching.